Hey everyone, we're at ProtoTO 2019, and I'm joined by David Diaz.
Yep.
He is the designer of Fossilis by Kids Table Board Gaming, and he's going to give us a quick overview of the game and how it plays.
Awesome.
All right, I'll hand it off.
All right, so yeah, this is Fossilis. You're going to be playing as paleontologists, digging through this dig site in search of fossils that you can collect, and ultimately you'll be completing these dinosaur specimens for the museums that want them. It's an action-based, point-based system on your turn, so you can spend actions to do a multitude of different things. You can move around the board with your little meeple for actions. You're allowed to take plaster from the event pile, which is the resource of the game, and you're going to spend plaster to extract different fossils. So let's say my player is next to this, and I see a nice little tooth I want. I will go, and it's not dexterity, don't worry how long it takes. And it popped out in there. Yeah, I'm going to take a limb, and so I would pay for that limb. And then with that limb, I can either add it to a dinosaur that I've already started working on and complete it here. Or if I don't have, so this side is your lab. So if I take that, I can use it and claim a dinosaur that's available. So this Quetzalcoatlus needs a limb, so I'm going to take that. And there's two things you can do with the dinosaurs you collect. I can either claim it and finish it for the points down here for just 5 points, or I can also find the tooth and the hip bone, complete it, and you get a big bonus for completing that. So versus if I just take it for the 5 points, but if I finish it, it's worth 21 points.
So that's because the museum wants the full skeleton.
They want the full
right?
skeleton, yeah. But the other big thing we're doing is we're set collecting. So every card, if you see, all the cards have different sets on them. That helped people learn as well. So you've got carnivores and herbivores. You've got quadrupeds, bipeds, avian dinosaurs. There's also ocean dinosaurs, and then you've got the 3 periods: Jurassic, Cretaceous, and there's Triassic as well. So it's very thematic into how you're collecting the dinosaurs, and you'll score at the end for the different sets you collect as well. So it's kind of a balance. Do I want to finish the fossil for big points, or do I just want to score the small points and go for the big sets at the end?
Right. I noticed that there's a very strong emphasis on a tactile experience.
Yes.
Right? These are pretty heavy and weighted.
Yeah, we like the really chunky tiles.
We'll get a shot after, and we can see that all the bones are here for you to pick in.
Yeah, so a big part of it is spending your actions to slide the tiles. There's 3 types. There's sand, clay, and stone, and they cost different amount of actions, 1, 2, and 3 for the stronger pieces. So if I was here, I could spend 3 and just put off those stones. The cool thing is, too, we've got trace fossils on these. There's dinosaur eggs, there's amber, and there's footprints, and you're going to keep those as you knock them off. So anything you knock off during your turn, you keep, and you're going to spend those on stronger tools and better supplies. So tools will, like the spade, will let you move 1 clay up to 2 spaces. And those are free actions during your turn. So they'll help you to clear the board faster. And
that's the excavating process.
Exactly, yeah.
To get you to the bottom. Right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So it'll help you clear stuff away. And the supplies will give you more plaster. They give you points, and you can also get bones on these cards as well.
Okay. And what are these tiles over here?
Okay, so these are your kind of learned powers. So it's like there's little pickaxes. Let's see if I can find one. Rock hammer, sorry. So we've got these little rock hammers.
Right.
They're actually, they don't cost plaster to take out, but you return them basically to your mentor, and he teaches you a skill. So these are skills like digging diagonally. Normally you can only dig orthogonally. Or now if you take this, you can dig 1 clay for one action instead of 2. And they go on here, and you can have up to 3 player powers throughout the game.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that really changes the way you kind of play during the game.
Right. And then it looks like we've got some event cards here as well.
Yeah, so the events are actually what triggers the end game. We're starting with 3 events, but you choose 3 out of the many that we have, the many options we have. So basically a certain amount of 4 plaster per player go on the event cards. Once this gets exhausted, you would flip the event at the end of that person's turn, And then it happens. So in this mentor visit, so each player would get to pick one of these skills for free, right? And then you would refill it with 4 plaster per player, and you keep playing. Once the last event is taken, you fill it one more time, and you play till it's gone, and that's the end of the game.
And then you're going to score points for the skeletons that you've completed,
Yes.
along with some set matching on
Yes.
the types of
Exactly.
them.
So throughout the game, as you complete them, you keep your score here on the score track, and then the set scoring would be the end game scoring. And any extra bones that you might still have that you haven't used to take bones. And you also get points if you haven't taken enough. There's 3 spots. If you have one left, you'll get 4 points.
Right.
So it kind of balances if someone maybe doesn't find enough tools in the dig site.
Right. No, I love what I see here. And,
Thank you.
It's got very good table presence.
That's
I like,
great.
People grabbing the tongs and going in and excavating.
Yeah.
I love these tiles, and they just feel very nice. And,
I appreciate
it's a
it.
good tactile feel. So let's talk about Kickstarter. So this
Yeah.
will be releasing in Kickstarter soon, right?
Yeah, October 15th. It's coming up soon. It's my first published game, so I'm pretty excited to
Congratulations.
experience the being on this side of a Kickstarter.
Yeah, so how's the development process been working with Kids Table Board Gaming?
It's been amazing. They actually, they played this exactly a year ago here today at ProtoTO, and yeah, they loved it. And it took a few weeks, but after they signed it, we've been working together since then. And yeah, they've been really integral in kind of bringing it to where it's been, and they've added a lot of their own great ideas for it. Yeah, such as like having this board. My original board was made out of Lego, so obviously seeing this like this in its close to final form is great. Another big development that we came up with together through playtesting with them was having the players on the board.
Right.
Originally they weren't, so I think that it changed the game, and it just adds so much more interactivity between players, because you can actually push each other off,
Right.
which is kind of fun. If Sue was here and I had an action, I could push them off the board, and they would need to spend an action to get back on
Right.
during their turn. So it's a little way to mess with each other and yeah, that player interaction.
Definitely, and it's it's always great to see a game at a prototype convention come to fruition a year later, right here, and it's almost going on Kickstarter.
That's crazy. Yeah, to think that was a year ago, pretty much today. It's that's pretty neat.
Fantastic. So if you have the chance, definitely check out Fossilis. They'll be on Kickstarter October 15th. Is that
Yes,
correct?
October 15th.
And yeah, David, thank you so much for spending your time and chatting with me. And definitely check it out on Kickstarter when you have the time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.